Did you know that social media addiction can lead to depression? Are you aware of that, or it's something new to you? Now, we are doing a series on social media addiction and its causes, triggers, and all that kind of stuff, and how it leads to depression. We have had previous episodes on the same, and I would want you to go and watch the previous episodes if you haven't, so that when you watch this one, you catch up with us and we are at par. Now, we have been tackling on how do you know you are addicted to social media, or what are the signs and symptoms of social media addiction. And in our last episode, we mentioned two of them. If you want to know them, please go and check on my previous video. Today, we are going to tackle two more on the same, so that we just get to expand our scope of understanding of the signs and symptoms of social media addiction. Now, number 3 on the signs or how to know you are addicted is neglecting your responsibilities. Okay? Neglecting your responsibilities as a person. When you get to a point where you are ignoring, let's say, your schoolwork, you are ignoring your household tasks, you are ignoring your chores, or you are behind your deadlines as an individual, then that is a good sign that you are addicted to social media. Yani, unapata mtu, for instance, the house is dirty, the clothes are very dirty and they are piled up, vyombo zimejaa kwa sink, but they are very busy on TikTok, not because they are selling any products, not because they are fetching for any money, but just because they can't stop browsing over and over again on social media. Then that is a very good sign that you are addicted to your gadget, because you can leave every other responsibility of your spending at the expense of you entertaining yourself on the other platforms of social media. Now, I'll give us another example that maybe will open our eyes a little bit. Some few weeks ago, I happened to be home, and I went to visit my sibling, my brother, and I went to fetch for meat, okay, in a butchery. I was looking for pork. So I went to this particular one, yenye nilikuwa nimeambiwa hapo ndo kuna pork mzuri. So I went, nikafika. Getting there, there's this young man who was busy on his phone. So normally when I get to a shop or whatever place, business place, I just said hi, to whoever is there, because it doesn't hurt to just check on someone or just to greet someone. So I was like, hi, mambo, no response. I said it again, hi, sasa, hakuna response. Then I decided to, kind of knock on the counter just to capture the attention of this person. And it took me like around 10 to 15 seconds just standing there. The guy was not doing anything. Then I realized this person had an ear pod, in the ear. So kind of entertaining himself. And this is a business class. This is a customer who has come to buy meat from your butchery. But then you are just busy scrolling on TikTok and smiling sheepishly and just, entertaining yourself, instead of, responding, or instead of taking your responsibilities seriously. That is a very good sign And that is a very good example to show us that when you are addicted to social media, then there is a very high chance that even when you're in your business premises, customers watakuja huko tu kwa simu, you know. And if there are customers who don't have patience, then you lose a customer at the expense of you being glued on your gadget as a person. And another responsibility, it could be maybe parenting. There are people who are maybe their mothers, or they are maybe guardians, or wanaachiwa watoto, you know, na, you know, their bosses or something, but they just can't give the kids full attention. Why? Because if they are with the kid 4 hours a day, then 3 hours of their time, they're on social media. So only 1 hour ndio ya mtoto. And maybe in that 1 hour ni juu anampea chakula, or juu anamwosha, or juu maybe ameenda kumchukua kutoka shule or something. You see? So it is a very serious issue that we really need to handle as individuals, or we need to really be careful and look out for those signs, so that we are able to balance, you know, our lives and make sure that we are not neglecting our responsibilities at the expense of an addiction of social media. And it's something that we can take care of. Now, another sign is emotional dependence. Yeah, these are people who depend so much on the attention that social media is giving them. They are looking out for the likes. They're looking out for the comments, you know, the good comments. They are looking out, you know, for that validation from social media. So emotionally, they are glued, you know, on what is happening on social media. And if they don't get that feeling good factor from the social media, then you find that these people have emotional imbalances. You know, today they are very moody, tomorrow they are kind of happy. When you ask them, why are you so happy? They're like, hey, kuna video yangu nilipost TikTok, unajua imepata views ngapi? You know, they get so excited and their spirits are very high just because their emotions are dependent on what they get from social media. So it is something we really need to look out from, you know, and this affects most especially the young people. And maybe, I'm not sure because I don't have the statistics, the ladies, the young women, because now they want to get that attention, they want to feel good, they want to, you know, that kind of stuff. And if they don't get that from whichever platform they're in, then they feel like they're not enough, they feel like they're not beautiful, they feel like they are not wanted. And that is not true, you know, it is not true. It is just that it's a sign that they are addicted to social media and they are emotionally dependent on it. So it kind of defines how they feel. It kind of defines their worth in some way, and that is not a true thing. So we need to look out for those signs. If you are a victim of those two signs, and you really need to be very alert and start finding ways of working on yourself to be a better person. Stay tuned for more of this. We are still continuing with our series, and this is adding value to you, or you feel it can add value to somebody else that you know. Feel free to share with them. Feel free to invite them to this platform so that we become better people and we develop ourselves and be a better version of ourselves. Why? Because we know better. And when you know better, you do better. Stay tuned and see you in the next.